Welcome to VinSud YouTube podcast. Today we going to listen to May 3rd and 4th Daily Current Affairs. India, Germany signed $10.5 billion Green Deal to boost clean energy use. The 6th Inter-Government Consultations plenary session in Berlin concluded with India and Germany signing a joint declaration of intent establishing the Green and Sustainable Development Partnership. It aims to intensify bilateral, triangular, and multilateral cooperation and accelerate actions towards climate protection. The climate targets declared by India and Germany during 26 Colombian pesos in Glasgow culminate in 2030. Thus, the joint declaration would help both nations in achieving their respective objectives. Various deliverables under the partnership include: develop an Indo-German green hydrogen roadmap based on the inputs by the Indo-German Green Hydrogen Task Force supported by Indo-German Energy Forum. Establish an Indo-German renewable energy partnership with focus on innovative solar energy and other renewables. Establish a lighthouse cooperation on agroecology and sustainable management of natural resources. Deepen cooperation in restoring forest landscapes under the Bonn Challenge. Furthering collaboration on green energy corridors, e.g., Leh-Haryana transmission line and project of carbon-neutral Ladakh. Other initiatives taken included: Indo-German partnership on green urban mobility to support the integration of sustainable modes of transport, such as metros, light metros, etc. An ITI-IOG-BMZ dialogue aimed at strengthening SDG localization at the city level. 2022 International Dark Sky Week conducted from April 22-30. International Dark Sky Week is an annual event hosted by International Dark Sky Association to raise awareness about the negative impact of light pollution and celebrate the night sky. Light pollution, or photopollution, is the presence of excessive, misdirected, or obtrusive artificial light. Components of light pollution include glare, excessive brightness that causes visual discomfort; skyglow, brightening of the night sky over inhabited areas; light trespass, light falling where it is not intended or needed; clutter, bright, confusing and excessive groupings of light sources. Impact of light pollution interferes with astronomical research. Adverse health effects, especially on humans, on natural body cycles called circadian rhythms and the production of melatonin, which are regulated by light and dark. Circadian rhythms are physical, mental, and behavioral changes that follow a 24-hour cycle. In disrupting ecosystems, light pollution poses a serious threat, in particular to nocturnal wildlife, having negative impacts on plant and animal physiology. Increasing energy consumption. Ways to tackle light pollution: promoting the use of LED technology and green energy for displays and illuminations. Avoid illuminated advertisements that obscure or diminish the effectiveness of traffic signals. Next topic: Bhopal, Surat, Udaipur to be in list of 7 smart cities. 7 cities: Bhopal, Surat, Bhubaneswar, Udaipur, Ahmedabad, Varanasi, and Indore are set to be declared India's first set of smart cities under Smart Cities Mission. These cities are selected based on the completion of projects, like Bhopal completing 92% of project, followed by Surat, Udaipur, and others. The mission period ends in June 2023. Smart Cities Mission. It is a centrally sponsored scheme, launched in 2015, which covers 100 cities to be developed as smart cities based on 6 fundamental principles. Its objective is to promote cities that provide core infrastructure, a clean and sustainable environment, and give a decent quality of life to their citizens through smart solutions. Other initiatives under Smart Cities Mission: integrated command and control centers set up for real-time monitoring and control of facilities such as water and power supply, sanitation, traffic, etc. India Cyclists for Change Challenge to inspire and support Indian cities to implement quick cycling-friendly initiatives in response to COVID-19. Streets for People Challenge to inspire cities to create walking-friendly streets through quick measures in response to COVID-19. State of the World's Forests 2022 report released by the Food and Agriculture Organization. About the report, SOFO explores the potential of 3 forest pathways for achieving green recovery and tackling multidimensional planetary crises, including climate change and biodiversity loss. 3 interrelated pathways are: halting deforestation and maintaining forests, restoring degraded lands and expanding agroforestry, sustainably using forests, and building green value chains. SOFO is released by FAO every 2 years. Key findings of the SOFO 2022. The world has lost approximately 10.34% of its total forest area in the last 30 years, although the rate of deforestation was declining. Globally, Ecosystems at risk of deforestation or degradation contain at least 260 gt of irrecoverable or difficult-to-recover carbon, particularly in peatlands, mangroves, old-growth forests, and marshes. The world will need more renewable materials because of a growing population and the need to reduce environmental impacts. More than half of world GDP depends moderately or highly on ecosystem services. In northeast India, more than 160 species of wild plants and fungi in local markets contribute up to 75% of the total income of some households. 15% of the 250 emerging infectious diseases are linked to forests. Next topic, India, Denmark to further strengthen Green Strait GIC partnership. India and Denmark confirmed the aspirations through the GSP to take global leadership in pushing for an ambitious green energy transition. Both sides also welcomed the work on a comprehensive energy policy dialogue in India and Denmark. GSP, established in 2020, is a 5-year action plan for green growth and focuses on green hydrogen, renewable energy, circular economy, water management, etc. It specifically focuses on an ambitious implementation of the Paris Agreement and the UN SDGs. Other outcomes of the India-Denmark meeting: launched India Green Finance Initiative to finance green projects in India for accelerating green growth and job creation in India. India agreed to join the International Center for Antimicrobial Resistance as mission partner. ICARS is a One Health research partnership platform to support the development and implementation of context-specific and cost-effective solutions to tackle antimicrobial resistance in low and low-middle-income countries. Denmark confirmed its accession to the Global Digital Health Partnership. GDHP is a collaboration of governments and territories, government agencies, and the WHO, formed to support the effective implementation of digital health services. India is a part of GDHP. Next topic, the recent woes of the jute industry in West Bengal. West Bengal is in a crisis that has forced the closure of several jute mills. Jute industry is the major industry in the eastern region. India is the largest producer of jute, followed by Bangladesh and China. It is an important cash crop to the farmers. Ganga Delta region is excellent for jute cultivation as this region has fertile alluvium soil and favorable temperature. Rainfall of about 125 to 150 millimeters per month distributed well is required during the growth period. Significance of jute. Jute, known as golden fiber, meets all the standards for safe packaging in view of being a natural, renewable, biodegradable, and eco-friendly product. It is used for manufacturing products like fashion accessories, floor coverings, textile industries, etc. Issues in jute industry. Mills do not acquire their raw material directly from the farmers because farmers are far off from mills' locations and the procurement process flows through middlemen or traders. India lags behind Bangladesh in producing superior quality jute fiber due to infrastructural constraints related to redding, farm mechanization, lack of availability of certified seeds, etc. Shortage of power supply and low yield. Steps taken to promote jute industry. Golden Fiber Revolution to promote jute. Jute Packaging Material Act, 1987. Jute Smart platform for procurement of jute sacking. Also in news, bodily autonomy and integrity. The Supreme Court recently ruled that no individual can be forced to be vaccinated, as bodily autonomy and integrity are protected under Article 21 of the Constitution. It also said that government can impose restrictions on individual rights in public health interests if these restrictions meet the threefold requirement laid down by SC in the Puttaswamy judgment: legality, legitimate need, and proportionality. Bodily autonomy and integrity is the right of each human being, including children, to autonomy and self-determination over their own body. It is violated by any unconsented physical intrusion. Next topic, sin goods. Government is planning to subsume sin goods into GST, compensating states after the 5-year GST compensation period ends. Sin goods are the goods on which the government imposes sin tax, a special tax placed on goods and services that are seen to be socially detrimental. e.g., taxes on alcohol, tobacco products, etc. due to public health purposes, helping to reduce multiple health risks. Earlier, the government set up a 9-member panel for a comprehensive tax policy proposal on all tobacco products from a public health perspective, as tax burden on sin goods in India is lower than WHO recommended tax burden of at least 75%. Next topic, districts as export hub scheme. Ministry of Commerce and Industry. The Directorate General of Foreign Trade has sought 6,000 rupees crore from the Ministry of Finance for its proposed districts as export hub scheme. Districts as Export Hubs scheme is proposed as a centrally sponsored scheme to help producers across 200 districts scale up manufacturing and find foreign buyers for their goods. It will be part of the new foreign trade policy and enable MSMEs, farmers, and small industries to get benefit of export opportunities in the overseas markets. Next topic, unicorn. Fintech firm Open became India's 100th unicorn. Unicorn is used to describe any privately held company that has touched a valuation of more than $1 billion. Globally, India ranks at number 3 after US and China in terms of total number of unicorns. These unicorns are from sectors such as software, education, logistics, online commerce, and financial technology with diverse business models. Next topic, Kisan Drones. Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare inaugurated the conference on promoting Kisan drones, issues, challenges, and the way ahead, organized as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Kisan drone have an unmanned tank filled with insecticides and nutrients. Drones are expected to have a high capacity of 5 to 10 kilograms. Drone will save time and require less effort, and spraying will be done uniformly. Used for crop assessment, digitization of land records, and spraying of insecticides and nutrients. Drone Kisan Yatra was launched to promote chemical-free farming in India. Next topic, Stratospheric Observatory for Infrared Astronomy Mission. NASA is planning to shut down SOFIA telescope that found water on Moon. SOFIA is a 2.7-meter infrared telescope inside Boeing airplane, flying at an altitude around 40,000 feet above the surface. SOFIA is joint collaboration between NASA and German Space Agency. It has been collecting data to understand star birth and death and formation of new solar systems. It is designed to observe cosmic objects in far infrared wavelengths. In 2019, SOFIA discovered helium hydride, first molecule formed in universe almost 14 billion years ago. Next topic, World Press Freedom Index 2022. Released by Reporters Without Borders, a non-profit organization. Index highlights degree of freedom that journalists, news organizations, and netizens have in each country, and government's efforts to respect such freedom. Rankings are based on score ranging from 0 to 100, with 100 being the best possible score, and 0 the worst. Evaluation criteria include 5 indicators: political context, legal framework, economic context, sociocultural context, and safety. India recently slipped 8 places to 150 in 2022 WPFI from last year's 142nd rank out of 180 countries. Next topic, personality in news. Jagadguru Basaveshwara. Basaveshwara, or Basavana, was a 12th century philosopher and social reformer who founded Lingayat sect, also known as the Virashaiva movement. His life and works are given in Basava Purana, written by Palkuriki Samanatha. He believed in equality and hard work, leading to his work towards social reforms, and shared his experiences through vachanas. He served King Bijala of Kalachuri dynasty and founded Anubhava Manatapa, a parliament where academicians and philosophers can congregate and share experiences. Personality traits. A free thinker, he displayed virtues of objectivity, compassion, and openness. Places in news. First places in news, Okinawa Island. Recently, Chinese naval vessels passed through the Miyako Strait that separates Japan's Okinawa's main island from Miyako Island. Okinawa Islands are part of Ryukyu Island chain, an archipelago which defines boundaries between the East China Sea and the Philippine Sea. Okinawa Island and Namami Great Island are the 2 biggest islands in the archipelago, and Miyako Strait, an international waterway in the Ryukyu Island chain, is the widest passage as well as a choke point. The archipelago is controlled by Japan, with claims over Senkaku Islands by China as well as Taiwan. Second plays in news, Transnistria. Russia is opening a new front on Ukraine's western border in Transnistria region of Moldova. Political and boundaries. Location. On east bank of Dniester River. Boundary. Lies between Moldova to its west and Ukraine towards its east. Often described as a remnant of the Soviet Union. It is not recognized as independent by Russia, and its economy is dependent on Russia for subsidies and free gas. Majority of people in Transnistria speak Russian and use Cyrillic script like Russians.